Happy Wednesday, everybody. Peace and blessings to all. I hope everyone is getting ready for the oncoming holiday season and all your shopping is going well. And thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tag a friend about tonight's program. This is the third of four programs scheduled for this month, and like the focus of the two preceding ones, this is going to be about Psalms 90, verse 12, which reads, "So teach us to number our days so we can apply our hearts to wisdom." Wisdom can be defined as the ability to understand things that most other people cannot. Okay, wisdom can be defined as the ability to understand things that most other people cannot. Ooh, she's very wise. He's a wise man. Okay, so let's take a look at Psalms 90, utilizing that definition. So teach us to number our days so we can apply our hearts to understanding things that most people do not. So this is a very valuable tool, learning how to number days. So what can numbering our days give us a deeper understanding of? Okay. Well, a deeper understanding of ourselves, a deeper understanding of why we are here, a deeper understanding of the gifts that God has given us, a deeper understanding of our seasons, our challenges and stumbling blocks, the best time to act, the best place to be. And that's just to name a few of the values in learning how to number your days. You see, just as a composer uses letters to symbolize notes and numbers for timing, the letters in our name and the numbers in our birth date are symbols for the song we are to play in God's symphony of life. Let's check out the spiritual qualities symbolized by numbers. You see, numbers are different from figures. We use figures to count, to measure things, to quantify, but numbers don't reveal quantities, they reveal qualities. This chart shows you the spiritual meaning of numbers. 0, a symbol for God in the beginning. The number 1 is leadership. 2 ones, the number 11, master of revelation, the teacher. Number 2, cooperation and peace. 2 twos, master builder and globalists. We're going to be talking about the number 2 and the 2 later tonight. The number 3, arts, abundance. 2 threes, the master healer and someone who is here to be of service to the world. Excuse me. The number 4 is a symbol for the spiritual quality of work and orderliness. Work and orderliness. 2 4s called the master liberator or the prophet. The number 5 symbolizes freedom and change. 2 5s, the master of divine will. The number 6, service, responsibility. And when I say responsibility, I mean if you're a number 6, you have the ability to respond. 2 6s, master of universal joy. The number 7, on the 7th day, God rested. The number of faith and wisdom. Be still and know. Seek the kingdom. 2 7s, master of creative thought. The number 8, money and power, is symbolized by the number 8. 2 8s, the master of divine knowing. Master of divine knowing. The number 9, selflessness. This is the highest form of love that we can express, the ultimate energy. When we can give without expecting anything back, we will have fulfilled our need for physical manifestations. 2 nines, the master of universal love. Okay. So those are the spiritual qualities symbolized by numbers. Now that we have that understanding, let's move on now and take a look at a birth date. Let's actually put into practice numbering your days. Numbering your days will start with your birth date. In this case, I'm using the birth date of February 22nd, 1732. February 22nd, 1732. Now, if you'll recall when I was showing you the chart, I told you I was going to come back to that number 2 and 22. There it is right there in this birthday. February is the second month. The day is the 22nd, and the year is 1732. Let's take a look at that for a moment. The number 2 is a symbol for peace and cooperation. When we hold up 2 fingers, that's the peace sign. So 2s help people come together. They bring people together in unison. They bring people together. Okay. Now, if you're a number 2, everyone loves you, even though they can't stand each other. They love the number 2. So that's a gift that you have. Now, here, this person has double 2s, which is called the master builder in the globalist vibration. Okay. Quick refresher. 2, cooperation, peace, harmony, bringing people together, helping people join together. That's the number 2. 2 2s, the master builder and globalist, someone who can have an international reach across the seas. Okay? Starting to give you an idea of who this individual is. Their year, 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 32. 8 and 32 is 40. Okay? Order. The number 4 stands for work and orderliness. Work and orderliness. Hard worker, discipline. And this person, the year has a 0, so the force was with him. They didn't say it that way back in the day, but what does that mean? Well, if you've got a 0 in your name, if your name is like your birthday, like this individual shows up with a 0, this means that God is with you and your prayers will always be answered. But it also means you're going to face situations. The only way through them will be to pray. Okay? That's the difference. God is your partner. He will remind you. Let's go on now. 6. Okay? We added everything up. I got 64. 2 plus 22 plus 1 plus 7 is 32. Got 64. 6 plus 4 is 10. Finally, 1 plus 0 is 1. Numero uno, the first. Everybody knows what number 1 means. Leadership. So who is this leader who had the ability to bring disparaging individuals, people with different ideas together in harmony, who can reach out across the seas to other nations and to build? Well, this is the birthday of the first president of the United States of America, George Washington. A peacemaker, he brought the states together. They all had different ideas, but they came together under George. The number 22, being able to reach out across the seas and bring into our glorious battle, into the fight, Lafayette and many others from across the seas to support us. And of course, he was the first president. He was also a leader. He was a military leader, and he expressed the number 1. So this, well, I said that would probably be a better way of saying it, is how you number your days. Okay? That's how you number your days. So now that you know how to perform that function, I'm going to go ahead and share with you what you found. Okay? I'm going to share with you what you have found. You see, when you number your days and you come up with that single digit at the end, that is a very great indicator in terms of your career and how you can spend your energy wisely. Now that we've come up with information that most people don't know, okay, if you're like George Washington and you're a number one, you'll find self-employment almost mandatory. A leadership role will be essential to you. Fields such as aviation, design, invention, exploring, publishing, pioneering, drafting, politics, being a lawyer, an architect, actor, chef, entertainer, officer in the military, an executive, or any creative field of activity that requires foresight and originality. That's how you should spend your time if you are a number one. Now, if you come up with a number two, you will excel at analytical, detail-oriented work that requires patience and attention to detail. Fields that are compatible to you will be bookkeeping, accounting, secretarial work, record keeping, being a librarian, diplomat, caterer, teacher, bill collector, minister, peacemaker, arbitrator, cook, waiter, musician, especially with stringed instruments or drums, an artist, gardener, stamp collector, poet, psychologist, store owner, writer, or computer programmer. If you're a number three, you will find success anywhere where the gift of gab is a plus. Writing, speaking, entertaining, painting, dancing, anything decorative, artistic, or creative is right down your alley. You could be an illustrator, designer, craftsperson, dealer of candy, toys, or jewels. In fact, number threes with the gift of gab, threes can sell anything, okay? They can sell anything. A beautician, photographer, actor, model, editor, copywriter, lawyer, judge, priest, philosopher. Any work having to do with children also comes under the number three. The number four, if you're a number four, you will do well in businesses, especially building, mining, contracting, engineering, math, chemistry, physics, geology, the military, real estate, office work, surveying, government work, banking, bookkeeping, technical jobs, insurance, and investments. Anything having to do with working with the land or with numbers. You can make a great numerologist, a mason, industrialist, mechanic, undertaker, reformer, boxer, watchmaker, or lab tech. If you number your days and you come up with the number five, sales, advertising, promotion, adventure, travel, sports, investigations, writing, teaching, lecturing, being a playwright, any career in communications, psychology, physical therapist, politics, or a combination of all of these. And if you get the number five when you number your days, working 9 to 5 is not in there at all. So I'm going to stop there. We're going to continue 6 through 9 next Wednesday when we do our final show on Psalms 90, verse 12. Now that you know your gift from God, let your light shine. Let your light shine. Don't keep your light under a basket. How else can God's will be made manifest on earth as it is in heaven? Be not misled. God is real. We are children of the Most High, created in the image by the Word. I'm Craig Wright. This has been a presentation of Numerology Services, because it's time to know. For more information, visit my website at www.craighewright.com. Tune in again next Wednesday.